Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sunday, November 23rd, about almost 4 p.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. I hope everyone's weekend has been great. The week before was fantastic, and looking forward to next week. Why are we here? Still missing. Those two words, still missing. Sebastian Rogers is still missing. We're here to keep his awareness alive so we can find him and get justice. Okay? So, before we get started, let's throw this up here. Disclaimer on the wall. Content in this video is intended for informational purposes only. Everything you see in this video is alleged and, in my opinion, not to be taken as fact. All my opinion. Please enjoy this video and thank you for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Support for me is great, but what makes me happy is when you support me, you're supporting Sebastian Rogers, and that's who's missing. So let's dive in as to what this video is going to be about. Keep his awareness alive, and then we can move on. You can enjoy the rest of your weekend, but let's get into this. Why are we here? And that is, say his name. Say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, gone 600, jumping ahead of myself, 637 days, 1 year, 8 months, 4 weeks, and a day. So we are right at 1 year and 9 months. 1 year and 9 months. That's 3 months from 2 years. Next month, you say next month, days. We're almost at Thanksgiving, and we know that Sebastian's birthday is on December 7th, where he will be 17. Went missing at 15, is currently 16, and will be 17. No distraction in finding Sebastian. Let's bring him home. So these videos, as I always say, are meant to invoke thought. Okay, the last video we talked about search locations. Those searches will start happening from me. We'll hit this again in a minute. It's part of the video. But within the next few weeks, okay, back in Hendersonville, Sebastian's hometown, boots on the ground. So here's what you clicked on. You clicked on this. Sebastian Rogers, it's called Hope. Still missing, gone 637 days. Let's go over this. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, say his name. That's it. That's how you keep his awareness alive. Sebastian Rogers. You show his photo. You show his photos. You keep his face out there. Still missing. Two most powerful words you could think. Still missing. I just said on December 7th he was 15. Went missing on February 25th of 2024. On that next December, he's 16 as he is now, and will soon, less than a month, be 17 and still missing and gone 637 days. Almost 2 years. Closer to 2 years than a year. So we call this, it's called hope. It's called hope. What does this mean? The number one question I've gotten when I tell and share about searching for Sebastian Rogers. The number one question would be, are you family? Is he family? That's probably the first question. And when I say no, I've never met him. I've never spoken to him. Nor I've never spoken to his father, his mother, nor his stepdad, or anybody in his family. Then the immediate second question I get is why? And I almost titled this video, Why? Why, Michael, do you search? Why? And I've gotten the question so much because I share his face and I talk about him as much as I can to anyone who will listen in all of my travels. And the answer is simple. It's because I can. 2 words, I can. I can help. I can search. So as most of you know, my job leads me all throughout the state of Georgia and all throughout the state of Tennessee. And go back to June of last year where I'm in his hometown and I'm thinking, why can't I go out and search? So I started walking. That's led to a lot of different searches. Our last video, we talked about 16 that are on the list. 16. Not just I've identified, the team, others, people also like me who want to find Sebastian, right? Who want to bring him home. So I thought I would do a quick video, let you get right back to your Sunday afternoon things you want to do, or Sunday evening things. We got to get ready for work, right? Work, there it is, starting again tomorrow, even though we have Thanksgiving coming up, okay, so that's good. But it's called hope. So after my last visit to Hendersonville back on November 1st, and the local and I did a search, I always think when I'm coming home, like I try to clear my head and think, what will I do the next time I'm in town? Or how can I share information to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to make you think more of Sebastian, to keep his face out there and his awareness out there still missing, right? And one of the things that hit me was, I don't want to say I've been overcritical. I've just been concerned that, there's so many people in the area that could be walking and looking for this boy, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, say his name, on a daily basis. And I've also said people have to do what they have to do. But what am I getting at? So on the way back, I'm thinking, maybe the reason the people of this town, Hendersonville, Tennessee, although he's still missing, and they want him found, have they resigned to the fact? Have they said to themselves, it's useless. There is no hope. This boy, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, was done wrong, allegedly, was taken and hidden somewhere, allegedly, that none of this was on his own, allegedly, and that the people we believe did it have done such a great job, he will never be found. Whether he's still with us or not, he will never be found. So think about that for a moment. If you really convince yourself, let's say you've lost your charger to your phone, and you search and you search and you search for it, and you check in your car, and you're checking your nightstand, you're checking your office, you're checking any drawer you can think of, and after 30 minutes, an hour, you go, oh my gosh, I must have left it somewhere where I will never find it. Well, then get what happens next. You get another one. You stop searching because you run out of hope that it will be found. And that's where I'm at today. And I can understand that. I can understand that the citizens, the residents of this town have given up hope. It doesn't mean, I'm sure every one of them wants him found. 100%, I'm confident in saying that. Yet if you really think they, whoever they may be, removed him from the house, didn't bring him home, took him and put him in a basement somewhere, have him 4 states over, or hopefully, wrong here, but, made him to where he's no longer with us. If you really believe that, and there's nothing wrong with believing it, everybody has their own beliefs, but if you do, then you hear my voice saying, go for a walk. Go walk down the road and look in the woods and just look. But you say to me, why? He's somewhere we will never find him. So that's where my video comes in, and this is what I say. He's still missing. He's gone 637 days. His name is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Almost a year and 9 months gone. And guess what? He needs to be brought home. So, As the local will tell you, because we've had this conversation, exactly what I'm talking about now. It's called hope. Ladies and gentlemen, you should know me by now in my channel. I don't really like to describe myself like this, but it kind of tracks. It's you latch onto something, you don't give up. It's more about hope than giving up. Here's the way I look at searching for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. It's like this. He's out there somewhere. He's somewhere. Whoever, because I do not believe he went off on his own, although there's still a chance. But regardless of how he disappeared, he's out there somewhere, and that's hope. And every time I think, where do I search next? 16 locations we identified, right? As a group, as a team that's going to find him. I say, and if I said, well, he can't be found, then I would just stop, and I can't stop. Because the hope, this word right here, this word hope, tells me this. He's out there somewhere, and we need to find him to bring him home to his family. And if there's a slight sliver of hope that he's in those woods, as we discussed last week, somewhere around his home, even if he's in an area where they've already searched, that to me is even more important, that they searched it already. Nothing wrong with the searchers, but as we've discussed, theories, alleged, could he have been placed there after the searches? But if there's any sliver of hope he's there, I have to keep searching. We, as a team, have to keep looking, coming up with ideas, theories, possibilities, such as someone like Chris with the Mob Crew. You got to subscribe to Chris with the Mob Crew. You got to watch his videos. I had someone tell me today, a restaurant Silvers 2 and I go to all the time. We haven't been there in a long time, probably 5 weeks. We typically go every Saturday morning. And someone come up to me and says, my boyfriend and I are watching all of your videos. We're trying to figure out, like you are, where is this boy, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? And I said, thank you. Have you watched the Mob Crew? M-O-B, Mob Crew. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I watch as much as I can about Sebastian. Mob Crew is doing some amazing work. Yes, he gives me props. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for the shout-outs to me. I really appreciate it. Yet, ladies and gentlemen, these footages he has from security video, the last one where you see possibly a light. I'm just going to state, I believe that little quote-unquote could be flashlight. I believe the large light is coming from the high school, maybe even the football field itself. And that little light, to me, oh my goodness, it looks like it's right at that retention pond. 3:43 a.m., right, for about 5 minutes. On the night he went missing. The early morning hours he went missing. So, if you haven't checked out the Mob Crew, I'm telling you, plant yourself down, go back, replay his videos, start watching his lives when they come out. Thank you, Chris. I can't say enough thank you. And as I've told him, and I'm going to tell him now on this video, I'm back within a few weeks to search again, and I will continue to go back because it's called hope, and I'm never giving up hope that we can find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. So if you need me to do anything while I'm in there in the town, boots on the ground, please let me know, and thank you for all you do. So that's it. That's the sum up. Is I understand. I didn't at first. I really didn't, because it's a missing boy, and how could anybody just be like, yeah, I got 2 hours on Saturday, but I don't want to go walking down the street like Silvers is suggesting. But if you believe he's gone, that they, whoever, quote unquote, they are, who removed him from that house or who didn't bring him home or whatever happened, did such a great job that, yeah, he's never going to be found, then you wouldn't want, just like losing your charger and resigning to the fact that I've lost it. It's gone. I left it. So that makes sense. They're not giving up. I would not put that on any of the rest. They're just, the hope is lost. It's not with me. Because here's the way I look at it, if I didn't state it earlier. If there's that little chance that I'll walk out into those woods and that's where he is, some evidence to lead us to him, I got to keep going, and I will keep going. So over the next few weeks, I'll be back in town. We've got these 16 locations. There's no way I can do all 16 locations in one day. Do as many as I can with the help I have locally, and we will continue. We will continue. So let's just recap here. The one thing we can do, right, is we can say his name all day long, every day. Post on your X, post on your Instagram, your Facebook, your social media, whatever that is, YouTube, because he's gone 637 days, right at a year and 9 months. We need to bring him home because these words resonate to me big time. Still missing. Where is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? And I've said this before, so I'm going to say it again. If you're out there, Sebastian, and you can hear this, find help. Say your name. I am Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Help me. And if anyone listening knows where he is, has footage of what may have happened, there's a $500,000 reward. If you feel uncomfortable turning it in, send it to me. Email me, silversonthescene@yahoo.com, silversonthescene@yahoo.com, and let me run with it, because we need to find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and bring him home. Hopefully alive and well and in great condition, and we get him back to the family that loves him and is missing him. So if you have any information and you don't know which way to go, I'm saying, here I am. Bring it to me, and I'll get it to LE, and we'll get Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers home. And to anyone who may be holding him right now, and you're hearing this, and your mind is twisting, and maybe you didn't think you would be in this a year and 9 months still, take him somewhere and drop him off in a public place and let him come home. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about hope. We're going to continue searching. It's called hope because he's still missing. And as I said before, going back to the people, why do you do this? Because I can. When will you stop? I said, I will never stop until we find him, or until he comes back home some way or the other. Never stop. Never stop. We have to have patience. It's going to be, we've been patient for a year and 9 months, but we will find him working together. So, back to this. I want to thank you for your support, because your support brings the awareness for Sebastian Rogers, keeps his awareness alive, which will result in us finding him. Follow the Mob Crew if you hadn't. Start watching his videos. He makes you think too, and that's what's great. Still missing, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Have you seen me? If you think you see him, do me be kind. Let's be nice to everybody. We can do that, but you can simply walk up, especially if they're with a parent or what appears to be a guardian or an adult, and just get close enough to see if it's Sebastian. And if you're not sure, then just say his name. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, is that you? Because that's how we find him. So keep his awareness alive. Keep the flyer out there. Still missing. It's called hope. It's called hope. Never giving up hope, because we will bring him home one day. But right now, he's still missing. Share this video. Keep his name out there. Post on your socials. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Here's the funny thing. I'm going to leave you with this. So if I'm in South Georgia and I tell someone about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and that is about 700 miles from where he lives, how do I not know that they're going to be in his hometown one day? How do they not know? And by knowing that he's missing and by seeing his face, and they find themselves somewhere and they go, is that the boy Michael told me about? That's how we find Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. All right. Hope that's good for everybody. Say his name, Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Still missing. Let's keep his awareness alive so we can find him and bring him home. And then we'll get justice. It's called hope. Don't ever give up hope. Because what if? Have a great rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go watch some football. Hopefully my Atlanta Falcons can do something good today. Okay? Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, gone 637 days. It's time. Never give up hope to bring him home. Silver's on the scene. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Share his flyer. Keep his awareness alive. And as always, stay tuned. More to come. Thank you.